trying to get you to write a real story that is apologetic on my part, that things could not have been handled better.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. There was an incident out of San Francisco, California. He is a business owner and he sprayed down a homeless woman right next to his business. It's a lot of footage. There's actual video footage from the news I'm going to show you. There's actual footage that has not been put in the media. So we're about to dive deep into that situation. Let's get into it.
Hello, I'm Sarah Donchi. So it is the video that is getting a lot of attention. It's going viral on social media tonight. Millions of people have already seen it. It's a San Francisco art gallery owner spraying a homeless woman with a hose. Now, it seems like most people who see this have gotten pretty upset. A lot of people saying it's disgusting, that it's heartbreaking. Well, tonight, the gallery owner told us, yeah, I did it. And he's facing a lot of criticism, a lot of pushback. We saw some of it tonight firsthand. There was a confrontation with a protester outside while our cameras were rolling. The gallery owner talked with our Betty Yu tonight. She has the story.
The owner of the San Francisco Art Gallery says he understands the rage that people feel toward him. He said on Tuesday someone punched his front glass window and threatened to kill him.
Look at
this
that.
Viral video captures a San Francisco art gallery owner spraying a homeless woman with a hose Monday morning.
Bro, first of all, he's just chilling there like he's casually smoking a cigarette and he just spraying her right in the face. Like, where is the humanity at?
It sparked widespread outrage online.
What they saw is very regrettable. I feel awful, not just because I want to get out of trouble or something like that, but
you do want to get out of trouble.
A tremendous amount of effort into helping this woman.
Collier Gwynn owns Foster Gwynn Gallery in Jackson Square. He said this confrontation was the result of multiple attempts to get her help after he spent days cleaning up her mess and letting her sleep in his doorway.
Multiple attempts to try to get her help. Why would you resort to spraying someone with a water hose? This is not 1949. I know you was probably born around that time and he saw people being hosed down, but we are living in the year of 2023 and now we are seeing this happen. For him to not have the compassion for a person is totally despicable. He shouldn't be operating a business at all. Ain't no telling what he's doing to his employees. The way he's acting right here, no, cut it.
He said he and other business owners in the area have called SFPD and social services more than 24 times in the last 2 weeks.
So I said she needs psychiatric help.
He said she needs psychiatric help. No, you need psychiatric help. Something ain't right up there. Something is not clicking. If you see someone on the street, obviously they're on the street for a reason. Everybody is not on drugs. And especially in this time, it's hard for people to survive out here. So this woman is close to your establishment. Now you want to grab the water hose and just start spraying casually like that. You don't even spray your plants vigorously like that. He got the nozzle all the way put in and he just spraying. Like, come on now. And what type of world are we living in? We just selfish, don't care.
She's pulling her hair, she's screaming, she's talking in tongues. You can't understand anything she says. She's throwing food everywhere.
Collier said on Monday he had had enough.
I've been down here 40 years. I've seen tons of homeless people. The ones that we could, and I have not had any issues with people. But in this case,
obviously
I was very upset that the city could not help.
He said police and city workers told him they could not forcibly move the woman.
I just snapped. I was watering and around her, and I just snapped when she went off in her belligerent, tongues and stuff. I just snapped and I pulled.
You was watering around her. If you're going to make a lie, please make it make sense, because the only thing that I saw in this video was you doing nothing but watering her. That's all you was doing. I wish this lady had a GoFundMe or something so we could help her because she's homeless. All of her belongings are right there on the ground. and you're doing nothing but spraying all of it, no matter what it is. And not even to mention, this is winter, so it's cold. I don't care where you at, California. She got blankets on the ground or whatnot.
Nose up higher, and I sprayed her. And when I look at myself on the film, I can't even believe that that's me.
You better believe it.
I didn't know what else to do. It was getting so frustrating.
I want you to shut down and I want you to move away because you treated somebody inhumanely.
We were there Tuesday when a man confronted Collier over his actions. Collier said he's been inundated with repeated death threats and targeted by vandals.
At least somebody stood up against him in the way that he acted towards the homeless lady.
Barbarossa Lounge next door, whose business could be seen in the background, said it condemns Collier's actions.
It's very unfortunate that it happened in front of our small business. We've been struggling a lot through COVID, hanging on by a thread, and now our reputation is being dragged through the mud for something that we didn't do, something that's not even affiliated with us. We don't believe in the inhumane treatment of anyone, homeless or not.
Collier said before this moment, he had behaved like an angel to the woman.
I'm very, very sorry. I'm not going to defend myself. I'm not going to, because I can't defend that.
Okay, so after that incident happened, after he sprayed the woman with the hose, police went out, but officers told us that both parties chose not to take action at the time. Now, Collier said that today he saw the woman again in an ambulance and he apologized to her, but that she wasn't really making sense when she responded. The city's Department of Homelessness and Supportive Housing told KPIX this was an awful act towards someone so vulnerable and that there is no place for this kind of violence and hatred.
Lock that man all the way up. Like, what do you mean you don't want to press? Yes, press every charge that you can possibly. That's assault. He's totally disrespecting me. He's not willing to help anyone. All he's worried about is getting the money coming into his establishment. So he is a very selfish person. A lot of older people, they are kind of stuck in their ways. So however they was raised, that's what they show and that's what they spew out. They don't want to evolve. He said he exploded, and I do believe that he did explode. But when it comes down to exploding, a person like me, I have no space to explode. I cannot explode, because if I were to do something like that, my whole life would be ruined. Before I explode, I also would think about what would happen before, I actually follow through with whatever it was that I was going to do. So knowing that this guy is, however old he is, he failed to realize that, help me understand what's really going on. That's the first video, right? But we're about to go over to some TikTok videos, and these TikTok videos are very, right? These are the raw, the uncut. This is without the actual news being present. Let's dibble and dab in there, because TikTok is really where it's at. So we're about to go over to TikTok right now. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get it. What? He said move, move. Okay. How far out of line is he? He totally out of line. He out of pocket. That's the slogan. He out of pocket.
Trying to get you to write a real story that is apologetic on my part, that things could not have been handled better, and that after countless times of trying to help her, countless that can be researched and shown, that trying to wash down the street and clean up her mess, and she became just completely belligerent and out of her mind again, that at that point, I turned the hose on her. Guess what? It woke her up. She moved. And that's what she needed to do. But the paramedics come, and once again, they won't do anything.
How long, I mean
social service.
How long would you say the hose, like what we see in the video is like a 10 or 12 second snippet. How long was the hose running?
I don't know. It's one of those things that I don't know. I really don't remember. I mean, was it a minute? Was it 30 seconds? It was trying to get her to move and trying to help her. I came down and asked her if I could help her move the clothes and the whole thing.
Help her.
And this is not a person who just has no sympathy or empathy for homeless people.
You are not.
I am not.
So I let that play all the way through. But you have to understand and you have to listen to what he said, because what he said is telling you that he had no regard. He did not care about this lady and her well-being, and knowing that it was cold outside, knowing that she could have gotten pneumonia. We about to run it back and we about to unpack everything he said.
That things could not have been handled better.
And things could not have been handled better. And that's why I go to TikTok, because TikTok, you know, that's where you get the real, okay? But when he was on the news, he said, oh, no, that's not me. That's not me. So I'm giving you both sides of the story so you can make your own determination.
That after countless times of trying to help her, countless that can be researched and shown, that trying to wash down the street and clean up her mess, and she became
trying to wash down the street and clean up her mess. He's telling you that he's done this multiple times to this lady. He's washing down the street, not to wash down the street. He's trying to wash away the homeless people that are scattered close to his establishment. There's nothing that you can really do but call the police. And if nothing comes out of calling the police, then call some other resources that you can't call. But to go to the extent to actually pull out a water hose, you got to understand that it's very hard out here for people to survive, and it's getting harder by the day. This guy right here, I feel that he deserves everything that he has coming to him. But for the situation that she went through, I think she should be compensated to a certain extent.
Just completely belligerent and out of her mind again. That at
That's
that
you.
point, I turned the hose on her. Guess what? It woke her up. She moved.
Of course,
and
it's gonna wake
that's
her up.
what she needed to do. But
that's what
the
you wanted her
paramedics
to
come,
do.
and once again, they won't do anything.
How long? I mean,
social service.
How long would you say the hose, like what we see it in the video,
Listen
is like
to
a
this.
10 or 12 second snippet? How long was the hose running?
I don't know. It's one of those things that I don't know.
It's one of those things.
I really don't remember.
I don't understand.
I mean,
what
it
you
was.
mean by that.
Was it a minute? Was it 30 seconds?
What?
It was trying to get her to move and trying to help her. I came down and asked her if I could help her move the...
That's not help. And even if he did come down to try to get her to do something, it wasn't because he wanted to actually help. That's my speculation. Let me know what y'all think about this video below.
The clothes and the whole thing. And this is not a person who just has no sympathy or empathy for homeless people.
Yes, it is.
You are not.
It is, because the main issue is your actions are showing everything. If you had the empathy, if you had the sympathy, then you would approach the situation differently. Let's go over to the last news clip and we're gonna close, okay?
This is video of the arrest at Collier Gwynn's art gallery in San Francisco Wednesday afternoon. Gwynn, wearing a mask, was placed under arrest and put in the back of a police car. He leaned back to try to avoid the camera and didn't have anything to say. It was just last week when he apologized for his actions.
I'm very, very sorry. I'm not going to defend myself.
Now you sorry?
I'm not going
now
to
you
because
sorry?
I can't defend that.
This is viral video of Gwynn hosing down the unhoused woman just outside of his business. It sparked outrage among many. He says he tried to get the woman help, calling the police and social services more than 24 times.
What they saw is very regrettable. I feel awful, not just because I want to get out of trouble or something like that.
Feel awful because you got caught. That's the only reason. Other than that, it's a normal day for you. Hey, Mr. Gwen, what did you do today? Nothing. You know, the normal. Just hosed down 3 homeless people today. You know, just the regular. You know, I didn't get any customers, and I saw this person outside. I thought this person was messing up my whole customer base flow that was coming in, so I had to get her out of there.
But because I'd put a tremendous amount of effort into helping this woman.
He put tremendous help in the help. Let's go.
Gwen faces a misdemeanor battery charge for hosing down the woman, but Reverend Amos Brown, the president of the local chapter of the NAACP, feels Collier Gwen doesn't deserve to be charged criminally. Reverend Brown personally connected with Gwen and received an apology.
Mr. Gwen admitted his wrong. He admitted it to me personally, and I accepted it.
Reverend Brown says the city of San Francisco.
Okay, y'all. Y'all might not agree with what I'm about to tell y'all. Us as black people, we need to we need to stop going around saying, "Oh, he said he's sorry, so I forgive him." Oh yeah, you know what? He looked me in my eyes and he said, "Listen, that's what they gonna do to get out of anything and everything." But I guarantee, if the shoe was on the other foot and you said you were sorry and that, you know, please forgive me, you think you're going to have somebody in your corner room for you? No. They're going to say, lock his ass up, throw away the key, and make sure he in there for life. They're going to give you the longest length of time. So y'all need to stop that. We're going to play it because he about to piss me off.
Connected with Gwen and received an apology.
Mr. Gwen admitted his wrong. He admitted it to me personally, and I accepted it.
And
Reverend Brown says the city of San Francisco needs to take the blame for this situation between a business owner and a member of the unhoused community escalating to this level.
I think that this city has been negligent.
That's okay. That's
has
understandable.
played too much politics around this issue of the unhoused.
In Reverend Brown's opinion, it's not an option to leave the unhoused on the streets without addressing mental health or drug addiction issues. He says it's going to take a community approach and hopes the incident captured on this video will motivate the community to do better.
I forgive him, and I hope that the San Francisco community will forgive him.
So with that being said, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments below. The last thing that the pastor, reverend, whatever, he said he forgives him. Okay, I know we supposed to forgive, but you wasn't the one that got sprayed. How you gonna do the forgiving? How you gonna stand up for this lady? No, let her stand up and let her say how she feel about the situation. And we quick to do this and do that. No, you're not that person. You was not in her shoes when that happened. You don't know how that humiliated that lady. I think that this lady needs compensation. I think he needs to be charged to the fullest extent of the law. His mind is set up to a certain point to where he doesn't care. And, you know, at the end of the day, he's going to say what he has to say to get out of the way. But I'm happy that the laws did catch up to him. So that, with that being said, y'all, you know, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Drop y'all comments below. And if y'all got anything y'all want me to react to, go ahead and send it to my Instagram. I'm going to drop that down too. So until next time, YouTube, I'll holler at y'all on the next one.